Hi, I'm Angela Nicholson, and in this tutorial I'm going to take you through a few features of Adobe Bridge. Let's start by looking at the interface. We can see we have a series of panels on the left, in the centre and on the right. And at the top here we've got some basic layouts. I'm using Essentials at the moment, but if I click on Film Strip you can see we switch, and if I just click on one of these images it brings up into the preview. Metadata gives you all the information about the image, output, and then by clicking this arrow we get some other options. Keywords, preview, light table, and finally folders. Now probably the easiest and most commonly used ones are Essentials and Film Strip. I'm going to use Essentials. Now if I click on an image you can see that its preview comes up here, and I can zoom into that if I want to check sharpness. Takes a little while for the image in the loop, as it's called, to render. And then on the right here we've got the basic metadata information about the image, and we can scroll down to see more of it, or we can click to see if there's any keywords. There haven't been any assigned yet. Back to metadata. If I want I can make this panel bigger. I can also pull in this side, make it bigger and smaller. And I could rearrange these if I wanted by just clicking on that tab at the top and then dragging it back up. And you can see at the bottom here we've got this slider going from small to large. If I drag it across I make the thumbnails gradually bigger and smaller. Now it's useful to have very small thumbnails when you want to scroll through images and find the one you're looking for, but you want a bigger one when you want to scrutinise the image. When you open up Bridge, click on the Folders panel and locate the drive and the folder that you're interested in, and that will bring up previews of the contents within the folder. If you want you can add a folder to your favourites list. Simply right click on the icon and then select Add to Favourites, and now it will be easy to find every time you open up Bridge. Just go to the Favourites and there it is. If you like you can add a folder to your favourites list to make it easier to find. Simply click on it in the Folders panel, then right click with the mouse and select Add to Favourites. Now you can see it's appeared in the Favourites panel, and it'll be there every time you open Bridge. Now I'm going to show you how to keyword images. You can do this using either the metadata layout or the keywords layout. I'm going to use keywords today. Now that the keywords panel has become visible we can see that there are already 3 generic keywords. These keywords aren't especially helpful with the images I've got here, so I'm going to create some new ones, and all I need to do is click on this icon and go to New Keyword, and I'm going to call it Gardens. Now I'm going to create a sub keyword of gardens, and that's going to be flowers. Go back to gardens because I want another subheading, and I'm going to click New Sub Keyword berries. Now I've created the keywords I can assign them to my images, so I just need to select them and Control click, and then click flowers. And now if I click on these 2 here and click berries, so if I go I can see that, click on each one, I can see that they're assigned to flowers or berries, and that's all there is to it. I can now use my keywords to find the images that I want. So if I click in this search box up here I can type in flowers and hit return, and it brings up all the images with that keyword. One of the simplest ways to identify your favourite images is to give them a star rating. All you have to do is click on the image and you can see these 5 dots appear underneath. If you wanted to give that a star rating of 3, just click on the 3rd one. There we go. And now that's not got a star rating. Another way to give an image a star rating is to hold Control down and hit the number. So I'm going to select this one and give it a star rating of 5. There we go. And then perhaps this one might be a star rating of 2, so it's Control and 2. There, it's quite straightforward. Now we can use these star ratings to find the images from a whole group. So we use this up here, this icon up here, and we can show all the images with 2 or more stars. And all the unrated images have disappeared, just leaving the rated ones. It can be useful to give your images more inspiring names than the ones that the camera's given them. To do this, just select them and then go to Tools and Batch Rename. Where it says Project you can type in whatever name you want. Perhaps here would be Plants or Garden. And then you can choose to include the original file name with preserved file name. You can also add additional text, and you can have a sequence number or letter if you prefer. I like to use sequence numbers. Once you've finished, just hit rename. Editing image metadata is probably easier than you think. To do this, select the metadata panel and then click on the arrow next to IPTC Core, and then you can click on any of these and just add whatever details you want. So for example, you could put your name in here, and that's it. Alternatively, you could create a metadata template that you can assign to several images. This is found under Tools and Create Metadata Template. Now, I've already typed in my name, and you could also add other details, perhaps a website address or your telephone number if you wanted people to contact you, and then just give it a name at the top so that you'll be able to recognise it in the future. Then when you want to apply it, all you have to do is select the images and go to Tools and Append Metadata, and you get the choice, and there's mine that I've already saved. That's it.